Boop. Boop.
No, you got it. You hit the record. Oh, that's so cool. It's like the first thing that you have to do when you start making a video. Hit record. Always hit record. Yeah, just gonna write it down. You should.
Do you have a pen?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, I have one.
Oh, that's good. First thing you need to do when making videos, always hit record. Just gonna type it. You're gonna write it down. He's actually gonna write it down. You should too. You know, this is heart to heart. The first. All right, let's get going.
Stop wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, stop wasting everyone's time. All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. Today, I have a special guest here at my new studio. This is Leo Männistö. Of course, you know him. If you don't, go check out his Instagram, his YouTube channel. They're all over the place on the screen right now. Go check him. He's a heck of a photographer, a good friend of mine for over like what? 25 years?
Yeah.
Something like that. So I've known this guy for a while. He's one of the reasons why I started photography and why I started, to chase this kind of a thing of taking photos and making amazing images. He's one of the reasons. And today we are actually talking about the reasons why we do photography. Because every once in a while, when a photographer is taking photos, there becomes this one photo that just when you look at it from the back of your screen, you're like, this is the one. You get that, chills going up and down. You're like, oh, I can't wait to edit this shot.
Yeah.
And print it out huge. So today we're talking about the last time that both of us experienced that. And we're going to share those photos with you and share the story behind that photo and share that feeling that we got when we got that shot. So I'm handing it over to you.
Hey, nice to be here.
First two, yeah?
Nice to be here in Oulu, Finland. I'm living in Germany, so it's not that often I can spend time with Timo, and when I have the possibility, we try to make something
useful.
Meaningful?
I don't know. Usually we just end up spending time doing nonsense. Yeah, it's just like nothing.
Yeah.
We just drive around with our car with handbrake on.
No one has ever come on with handbrake on. I don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, it's so slippery outside.
No, it's
there's ice, and then there's snow on top of the ice, and he's just like driving with his handbrake on, and we go like, wee. Basically like little kids. But this is what we talk when usually we end up doing something like nonsense. So today we're doing something meaningful, I guess.
Yeah, we tried to fly drone, and it was way too cold, -22. Timo froze his drone.
Yeah.
And I froze my fingers to point of they were numb, as were the propellers.
Yeah,
they are always numb, but
leading lines of the propellers, they got completely frosted after like 2 minutes. That was like crazy. Well,
yeah.
It was basically my own fault because, it's cold out there.
But beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
nice
but
to be here.
super cold.
Yes.
But that's Finland.
Yeah.
That's
we wanted to talk about photos.
Yeah. Let's get back into those photos. So, do you care to share the photo that last time was the thing? That's it. We're gonna pop it up on the screen also. So magic of post. Whoop, there you have it. And let's hear you walk through this photo. What was the thing that made you feel so good about it?
The neon lights. I'm a sucker for neon lights. I just love old neon signs. If you see something like a laundry or in the night, it's a bit misty, a bit rainy, and you see like a colorful neon light. It's
and when you got that
in the night.
And when you got the ground is wet.
Yeah, you get the reflections, and I think they are just stylish, the old ones.
Yeah, they are.
And they state like one thing: this is a barber shop. This is a laundry.
Yeah.
And nothing like, I don't know what could be.
Yeah, open, closed,
vacancy, no vacancy.
Dope squad. North Country. We need that neon sign. We need that neon sign. Into all of our studios. Big ass North Country.
Yeah, but I like the aesthetics of 50s, 60s And I think neon signs are a big part of that aesthetics.
Yeah.
And the photo was taken in Italy, in Olbia, on the island of
Sicily?
Nope.
Nope.
Sardinia.
Oh, okay. We're gonna pop it out on screen, a map, so you know what we're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about.
the capital of Sardinia is Olbia, and I saw in the night that supermarket and super pun. It sounds like it has something to do with cinematography. It's like some kind of a film stock or camera brand. I mean, what I use photographing with the super pan.
Yeah, it's like Super 35. No, Super
Yeah,
pan.
super pan. It's
Super
like
pan.
it's like that wide screen.
It's like wide legs.
Yeah,
That's what you
no,
get.
no,
with it.
it's wider. It's super pan.
It's like super wide legs.
Super pan.
Super wide legs.
Yeah, and that's something that struck me. I know
Yeah.
I have to take a photo of that neon sign. It's one of the most beautiful neon signs I have ever saw. It's like complicated but simple.
Okay. Well, I understand this because when we went to Paris and to Bordeaux, I wasted my basically entire 2 weeks there taking photos of signs.
Yeah.
And not just neon signs.
Yeah, they're
there's
beautiful signs.
Yeah,
They have beautiful signs. Yeah.
All the time I was like walking around and there were there's beautiful street photography and architecture stuff like that. No. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna take a photo of a sign.
Yeah, but if you are traveling somewhere, the signs are always like, even if you don't understand what they are saying.
Yeah. And we don't have those here in Finland.
No.
We don't have those.
No, and we don't have any text on the signs. We just have the picture of like whatever.
Yeah.
Don't drive your bicycle here. It's like bicycle and and if you go to, for example, United Kingdom of Great Britain.
You want to talk about Soviet Union?
Wait, sorry. And they don't use pictures. They use words.
Yeah.
They have done do not do something here or do something here, but they don't use pictures that much.
Yeah. How can you explain with a picture, do not step on the lawn? What kind of a picture would that be? That would be a person stepping on a lawn and then a cross over it.
Or nails.
Nails. Well, nails. That will do it. And don't. Never. Okay, so what did you take that photo with? I'm curious about the equipment. Oh!
iPhone 13!
Oh! Nice.
Old mold.
Yeah.
But nice.
Yeah.
It's always... I don't know. I'm using the Sony A7IV
Yeah.
as my main camera. It's my only camera actually
it's
at the moment.
this
It's
one right
over,
there.
over
recording.
there, the second angle. It's my only camera. It has 12 megapixels, enough for Instagram, whatever the case might be. But I think it's a video first camera.
It is because
It's really like video first, and although you can take stills with it and it takes really good photos, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's a camera for photography. It's
Yeah.
great for video. It has
fantastic for that,
everything that I need in a camera. It's lightweight, it's compact. I think it's Sony's most hated camera, which is like, that's something which usually makes a camera good.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
It was like a toy when I tested out.
Yeah,
it was
I
with that
like
16.
it.
Yeah, it was with that 1635.
Yeah.
It? Yeah. With the powered zoom and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I couldn't wrap my head around it because it felt like a toy.
Yeah,
but then
that's like the great thing, because it doesn't weigh anything. It's so light, but even lighter is the iPhone. You are always like having it in your pocket. You can just click, done, and
to be honest, where I remember when you were talking about, in this one of your videos about everyday carry stuff and all this, what do you carry with you? You said that iPhone 13 is a little bit old, or it's a little bit obsolete. I don't think so, because it feels like it's been only like few years when these big influencers were using iPhone 12.
There was like a really, they were hyping the iPhone 13. Like, it's great.
And even before that, with iPhone 12, Pro Max, they were like, oh, you can do cinema with this. And now it's like iPhone 12. I mean, I've got that in my pocket, and it feels old as hell. And it feels so stupid that people start to think about iPhone 13 that it's old. No, it's not.
No,
absolutely
outdated
not.
a bit. Well, outdated is also a bit over the top. I mean, there are like, where are they now? 16?
16, I
16
believe,
Pro,
yeah.
Pro Max, Pro
Yeah.
Ultra. I don't know. I can't afford that shit. I mean,
No. It's like
It's like I'd rather have the 1,000 something euro on my account
yeah.
or to
Yeah.
have like an interest on that sum
Yeah.
as carry it in my pocket. And if I lose the 13 or someone steals it,
Yeah. It's like you can.
it's like really easy to replace
Yeah. It's like
without getting
400
into the
bucks, yeah.
debt or
Yeah.
something.
Especially that is one of the the things that you talk about all the time. Do not buy stuff on credit. Never. That is one of the biggest mistakes you can do. Do not do that.
No, I have been there. I have bought cameras with like installments and no, don't do that.
Don't do that. Before you get to pay it, it's gonna be obsolete. So
Yes, depreciating asset.
yeah. Always think about the return of the invest.
Yeah.
But back to those photos, or should I share
Your
my
photos?
photo?
Yeah, of course you should.
Okay. My photo, the one that gave me the chills big time. It wasn't that one. One that gave me the chills
That's
big
nice.
time.
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's this.
Wait, ooh.
It is this. I will pop it up on the screen also. This is the photo. I took this like a couple days ago. And I had this idea from Ville Juurikkala's photo of Ville Valo. And I saw that photo.
Maybe you can.
Yeah, I will pop this one up here. This photo is taken by Ville Juurikkala, and it portrays Ville Valo. Some of you might know him. He's a lead singer. Used to be the lead singer of a band called Him. And I saw that photo and I was like, okay, I gotta do something like that, something similar. And I started thinking about the smoke with the black background and with backlight.
Always a good
yeah,
backlight,
there's
smoke.
And then I was making a music video for a band last fall, and I met the lead singer's boyfriend, who is in the picture. And I was looking at this guy, Aki. I was looking at this guy he's got that character. He's got a little bit of greedy, this kind of, when you look at
it's rough.
Yeah, he's a little bit rough around the edges with, beard and then tattoos on his neck and his arms. And
Great style, by the way.
Yeah, it is. And I started thinking, okay, this guy is the one for this photo. I had been thinking about this photo, that who am I gonna take this photo of? And when I saw Aki, I was like, yeah, that's the guy. That's the one. And I didn't know it at the time. I was like thinking that, okay, I'm just going to take a photo of him, this kind of a basic thing. I started pitching the idea to him, and he was like, yeah, sure. Actually, I do slam poetry. I was like, you do what? Yeah, I do slam poetry, this kind of, poetry reading, and my stuff is pretty, this kind of aggressive. I have this aggressive style when I'm making those performances. And I was like, we're going to take a microphone, and we are going to make that microphone smoke. And it's an incense stick taped behind that microphone. It's right there, taped there, and Aki is also holding it there, so it's not going to drop off. And then we just waited for the incense stick to start creating that light.
And that's one thing I like about this photo, and I think that's important when you are making portraits or maybe videos we want to share with you, or at least I want to share it with you.
Yeah.
In my opinion, how much does the wardrobe affect to this photo?
Yeah, it does a lot.
I mean, it's really one thing that can make really your videos sing. If you spend a little bit more time caring about the set design and the wardrobe design than what lens or what ISO or what aperture you are using, you might get a little bit more.
Yeah, it is.
More than you expect.
Yeah, and Aki was asking me about what he should wear. And I was like, take something in what makes you feel comfortable. Just take something. I knew his style, that he always wears something like that, this kind of a jacket and stuff like that. And I was like, if you feel comfortable in it, it's good.
Yeah.
Just wear that. And he was like, okay, and when he stepped into the studio, he was like, he showed me his clothes and he was like, I was thinking about a little bit, since we can get that grittiness of the texture of this jacket, I was like, yeah, that's perfect. That's awesome. And as you can see, it works like beautifully.
Yeah.
Because there's that natural roughness around that, fabric in there and everything. I was like, okay, this is gonna work. And then we took a few test shots, and we were like, already with the test shots, we were like, oh, this is gonna be good. And then what we did, how I took this photo. I made Aki, to go through some of his poets. Some of do that like you would do it on stage. Then I took some photos of him delivering those lines, and then this was right after he delivered those lines, and he was like, "Okay, I'm done." And then he looked up, and I was like, "There, that's it."
Never put your camera down.
Yeah, exactly.
Until you are like, when you think you are done, you are not done, but then you get like a banger, like click.
Keep going.
There comes something unexpected, and that might be it.
And this was, exactly when Aki he had delivered that line, and the first shot was like, okay, that's it, now we're close. Just lift your hand up just a little bit. There you go. Look up into the lights, and that's it. And
that's also a great thing. If you give some prop to your model to play with, they are already like something. These days, of course, smartphones
or whatever.
So something they can play around, and it relaxes them a little bit, and you have some kind of natural thing they are looking or doing with their hands. So I think on portrait photography, the worst thing are the hands.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it would be so much easier to take portrait photos if you would chop the hand.
You could tie them behind you.
Yeah,
like this.
That would be a little bit maybe unfriendly. To be honest.
Yeah.
But that's a way you can cheat your way around what to do with the hands. Just give something them with the play.
Yeah.
Which camera did you use for that, and which lens?
It was this one, Sony A7IV, with the I think I have it somewhere. It was with the Sony 85mm f1.
Is it over 10?
Yeah, it's over there. Do you want to pick it up?
Yeah.
This was not shot on iPhone. It's he's gonna pick it up. There we go. This was the one. I used the Sony A7IV with the Sony 85mm f1.4G master lens. So this is
made out of cast iron.
Yeah, this is a beast. This is a beast of a lens. 85mm on full frame is one of my absolute favorite focal lengths.
Nice. Yeah.
And well, this lens delivers. This is like absolutely fantastic piece of glass.
But it's heavy.
It's heavy, yeah.
And that's a difference between us. I like my gear to be really lightweight, really easy to pack.
Yeah, and I'm shooting with a A7IV with a cage and a 85mm. That weighs like a ton. I don't even know how heavy is it. It's like something like, 900 grams?
Probably somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe about
a milk
1 kilogram.
Yeah, milk
2
cart.
pounds.
Yeah. So
2-ish.
Yeah, but I also knew that, okay, for this photo I want to use a good lens. I was like, I could have shot that with Helios easily.
Yeah.
No worries there. But I wanted that photo to be tack sharp.
But you have a car. I don't have a car, so...
Yeah. And I can hold this around everywhere. I sleep in my car, by the way, sometimes. And
you have those.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with my relationship. Yeah, but it was shot with this. I absolutely love this lens. The 85mm is my favorite focal length. I use this and the Sigma 85mm f1.4 Art. I use those lenses both.
Have you noticed any difference between them, or is
no? It's just whichever happens to be at the store.
Yeah.
I just pick up because we can use. Yeah. We can sometimes borrow used gear, and
so 85 is 85 is 85. So if you have the 85 1.8, I actually do have.
Yeah.
I left it at home.
Yeah. And
because
also
it was too heavy.
Yeah, and the 85 from Sony, the 85 f1.8, that's also a good one.
Yeah. So don't feel left behind if you have only the 1.8.
You don't have to get the f1.4 or the f1.2 or anything like that. If your budget says that it's f1.8, it's good. And actually, I previously mentioned the Viltrox.
Yeah.
The 85mm f1.8, which
I
had
you told
in Norway.
you were really excited.
Yeah.
I remember you were in Norway. You were also excited. I think it was the first time you were with that lens.
Yeah, it was my first time with that lens, with the 85 Viltrox, and it was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. It felt so good in your hand. It wasn't as heavy as this, but it was also made out of cast iron.
Yeah.
But it was a bit heavy side, but I loved it. It felt good.
Stop. Yeah.
But I also love that lens, so there was like
Yeah.
no issues with it whatsoever. I can pop up some photos here and there, and those were taken with the Viltrox. And actually, this one photo that I took of Janne, Janne, with the cowboy hat in the bar. Yeah, that was taken with the Sigma 85mm, and it's a kick-ass photo, and it looks good with that lens. I just get an 85.
85 is nice.
Yeah.
I bought 1.8 the Sony 1.8 because I found one used.
How much did you pay for it?
300-ish.
That's a bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great lens.
Yeah.
I think it's also really nice, and
I think the Viltrox is something like maybe less than 400.
yeah, and
Brand
there's
new.
also the size one.
I don't know. I haven't tested
Bodies 85 1.8, and I mean there's so many options.
that. Yeah.
And I don't think you can go wrong with any of those 85s.
I don't think so either.
great
You know?
lens.
And it teaches a lot about photography.
Yeah.
Shooting with fixed lenses teaches a lot.
It's nice.
Yeah. Because you don't have the ability to zoom in.
And you can get the compression with the 85 already.
Yeah.
Especially on video.
Yeah, these are like the bokeh masters. You know?
Have you ever felt or noticed, or am I alone, that if you use a 85 on video, it feels way tighter than on photos?
Yeah, I've
And
noticed
35.
it, yeah, and 35 feels like way too wide.
Yeah.
You know, and then you always end up.
And if
using
you
50.
switch to photo, it's like, how is this so wide?
Yeah, and
It's too
even
wide.
though it's still the same.
Focal length.
Yeah, nothing changes.
I don't know.
know. Yeah, the same thing. Whenever I start to shoot, B-roll with an 85, I'm thinking, I wish I had a 50. Like a nifty 50 here. That would be like the sweet spot for that B-roll.
Yeah.
And then I have the 35, and then I use the 35. I'm like, it should be just a little bit tighter. So that, it should be the 50. But I don't know where does it come from, because for photos,
I don't know.
Yeah, when you take when you do.
I don't like 35 actually for photos. I think it's too wide.
Yeah, it's way too wide.
Just like 50
Yeah.
for life.
Yeah.
It's my personal opinion on that topic.
Yeah.
But on video, the 35 is really nice.
It is. It has that. Well, yeah. Well,
I don't know. Maybe
yeah.
it's the aspect ratio.
Yeah,
Let us
like that.
know on the comments.
Yeah, of course. Let us know in the comments what is your favorite.
Why is that so?
Yeah, why is it so? And what is your favorite focal length for shooting
50
photos and video? Tell us down below. Would be happy to talk to you about these guys, and would be happy to talk even more about gear and even more about photography and making video stuff. But we're running out of time for this video, so thank you so much for
Hey, thank you.
coming.
It's so nice to be here.
Yeah.
And I think, who would be the next guest here?
I don't know. Maybe it's you again.
Yeah, might be. Or someone else.
Or someone
I
else.
have one candidate.
Yeah, you have one candidate.
Yeah.
Does his first name start with an A?
Yes.
It does. And did he just have a kid?
Yes.
He's not gonna make it here like in the next 14 years.
So you have to take the studio and go to.
yeah, go to him.
But I like the studio.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
No, I'm not jealous. I'm really happy that you have made it so far. I'm
yeah,
really like
yeah.
that has been. As said, I know him for like 25 years.
Yeah, and he also knows that I started in a garage that was like 12 degrees.
Yeah,
in there.
it was
cold.
and it's like so nice to see when your friend is like climbing up step by step. Like.
Yeah, just the little steps.
And they are not baby steps. I mean, you are taking huge leaps on your career, which is nice.
Yeah, and of course, personally, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere.
I think it's always like that.
Yeah, it's always like that. If I think about going back to if you would go back 15 years and you would show that photo that I took of Aki, and tell that you took that photo, I'd be like, it's not true. Yeah. I couldn't do that. How the heck? There's like so much light. Well, actually, there's like $80,000 of lighting in that image.
But I see. Maybe we have to wrap this video up. I see lumber and I see a drill. So maybe just
let's do something else. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much. Take care.
If you like this comment, if you like Leo, check out his channel.
If you hate me, push the like button two times.
Yeah, twice. Go to all of his videos, and hit that like button like 2 times. So that means that you hate him. So thank you so much for watching, and we will be seeing you guys in the next video.
Who does? Do I?
You can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. I'll move this out of the way. So yeah.
I do it with the phone.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like, let's wrap it up because I'm getting anxious. I was like checking, we've got 2 minutes left on the card.